How strong is a toilet roll?
How can you catch a monkey?
And how can you build an instant brick wall? Whoa!
How? How can I drop this bucket of water without spilling anything?
Carol, you cannot drop a bucket of water without spilling anything. Impossible.
I can.
If you make this floor wet, we're in big trouble. You want money on this?
Yes, 10 pence each, please.
Easiest
Good
10
idea,
pence
that was.
I've made in my life.
10 pence from you, 10 pence from
Better
you.
tell me when some money
Go on,
Start
then.
getting a piggy bank, boys.
Go on, then.
All right, then. So, one bucket, empty at the moment. Fill it with water, just so you can see there's no trick in the bucket itself.
And it's
All right.
real water.
Now I need a long piece of string attached to the handle and a bunch of keys and one pencil.
The keys aren't going to weigh the bucket,
We
eh?
never mentioned the keys. Or
Stand a little bit back from the table. Can you tell me what's going to happen now, please?
Yes, it's going to come flying off that pencil at a rate of knots and go all over the floor.
I would have said exactly the same thing, but that's
All
what
right
Fred
then.
said.
I'm about
And
to
we are 10p
demonstrate this
richer.
wonderful how. Here we go. Release the string. I thank you. Isn't that marvellous?
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to put another 10 pence on the table?
No, we'd like to see it again.
You'd like to see it again, all right? I'll just unravel it. String attached to the handle, pencil under the string, release the string, and so. I thank you. And that is how you can drop a bucket of water without spilling a drop.
How can you catch a monkey? Not the easiest thing to do because monkeys are extremely wily and agile and they tend to live in the tops of very high trees. What you've got to work out is the monkey's weakness. And the monkey's weakness is that he's a greedy creature. He'll do anything for food. And once he's got hold of some food, he will not let go no matter what the cost. For this item, I need a volunteer monkey.
I'm
Toppy.
just busy for the time being.
Excellent.
Fred.
Now, Toppy, you are a monkey. In this sweet jar, I've got some delicious cookies. You're the monkey. You want those cookies,
do
don't
want
you?
those cookies.
You want them
I
terribly,
do want
don't
them.
you?
Yes, yes.
Your hand might just fit in that jar,
It
mightn't
does,
it?
it
fits
does.
in.
I've got
But
a
when you
cookie.
clench your fist around the cookie, you can't get it out, can you?
No.
No, but you're a monkey, so you won't let go.
No.
Sit down. Now, I'm going across to the jungle, you see, but in the jungle, it's no good walking round with a sweet jar with a cookie in it. What you want to catch your monkey is something far more sophisticated. A cage like this. But any sensible, intelligent monkey, and I mean an intelligent one, wouldn't just climb inside a cage and get caught. Oh, no. This is different. In this cage, the food is on the inside, a delicious melon. Let's see how it works. Come here, monkey. Come here. Good boy.
Whoa, melon, my favourite!
Lovely. Exactly. Our monkey's put his hand through the hole, got hold of the melon, but he can't get it out again, and he won't let go. But of course, we still haven't got him in the cage, have we? We still haven't found out how to do that. The monkey, meanwhile, our highly intelligent monkey, is still wrestling with the problem of how to get the melon through the hole. But of course, there's no real answer to that one. Down comes the cage, and the monkey is inside. I've got him. And that is how you catch a monkey. Well, I'm not sure if it is actually how, but it's a good one, though, isn't it? See ya, Toppy.
Fred?
See ya.
Fred? Oi, Fred!
Well, that's made a monkey of him.
Now, how far does a silkworm travel, Fred?
I would not have thought very far. I mean, they're quite small, aren't they?
Yes, they are quite tiny. Well, I have some silkworms with me here. Now, if you look here, these are a matter of a few hours old. Can you see? Just a few millimetres long.
Minute.
Now, what they're fed on is these gorgeous mulberry leaves, and as they munch and guzzle, they get larger and larger. These, in this box, are about 16 days old. You can see a rapid expansion of the body there. Then they munch and munch and munch, still not travelling very far, just over a leaf or two, until they get to this size. Now, this happy chappy here is 40 days old.
And he's looking quite muscular.
He is. He's certainly very muscular indeed. Now, this is at the point at which something very interesting happens. Now, if you let go of that mulberry leaf, I can show you. Because it's at this stage in their life that they want to spin a cocoon. They find something very similar to this brush to attach themselves to. And once they've done that, they then start to spin their cocoon, these beautiful cocoons made of very fine silk thread. And it's during the 3 days in which they spin those cocoons that all their travelling is done. And do you know how far they travel?
In 3 days?
Not
very far.
Not very far, you say. Well, if you unravel one of these beautiful cocoons, you can see this terribly fine silk thread. If you managed to unravel a whole one, you would get 5 kilometres of thread.
That little chap travels 5 kilometres in 3 days.
In 3 days.
5,000 metres.
5,000 metres, which is about the same as you would get in length from 50 cotton reels all put together.
All laid out end to end. Pass that here.
You want it to?
All that from one little fella.
One little worm.
Or girl.
Oh.
Now, the silk thread, of course, is then woven into cloth, and you can have beautiful items like this butterfly silk scarf, or this, because silk has been used for a number of years. This was made in China about 100 years ago and would have been worn by a government official, and you can see the beautiful patterns woven into the cloth. Silk, gorgeous texture, fantastic material to work with. And that's how you can tell how far a silkworm travels. 5,000 metres in just 3 days. Now, Gaz, what are you doing?
Well, I was trying to get the full 5 kilometres off. I've not done very well. I've got most of it, though, for you.
Yeah, but Gareth, my mother wanted to use that this weekend, you know, to do a bit of sewing and that sort of thing.
Oh, don't worry, it won't take long to put back on. In fact,
Who's putting it back on?
well, you are, Fred,
Oh,
mate.
thank you, yes.
Yeah, because I've got a how to do.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a change.
How do you build a brick wall in no time at all?
You couldn't build a brick
It
wall.
would take you hours, Gareth. You'd get mortar and bricks and lay it all over. A weekend.
You're right, it would take me about a weekend or a week or forever to lay a brick wall. But who said anything about laying bricks? The kind of brick wall I'm talking about involves no real bricks whatsoever. What you need is specially marked up tape. You'll see why in just a second. If I get that on there, right, that should stick now. Right across the front and stick it there, right? Yeah. All good builders carry a scissors, but I forget where mine are right now. Right, that's on there. Once you've done that, the next thing you need to do is supply these specially cut bits of red tape on the marks provided. There you go. You see they go on there. Now, these bits are exactly the same height as a brick. Now, by now, you should be able to see a pattern forming, the pattern of some freshly laid bricks. Get the idea? Now, it would take me a little while to do all these. So I should go on to the bit I'm particularly keen to do. Right, this is the bit I've been looking forward to. Plastering. Load up my trowel. I like a bit of plastering, a very satisfying job to do. All that on there, then scrape the towel. And then all you do is apply plaster over all this gear that you've put on here. Here we go. Lovely. Apparently, whistling makes plastering a lot easier. Oh, that's going on a treat. And it doesn't take long plastering before you've completely covered the board and you're on your way to a brick wall. All right, once you've done the plastering, this is the really good bit. What you need to do is take hold of the tape that you laid on earlier on and pull. And watch what happens when I pull the tape. All the tape is stuck together. And very quickly, that tape pulls away the plaster in the gaps, the joints. And you can see that it starts to look remarkably like a real brick wall. Once it's dry, you have a finished version that looks a bit like this, almost indistinguishable from a real brick wall. And thereby, using tape, you can build a brick wall in no time at all.
Brilliant. What a craftsman. How does the Queen's nose keep a secret? For this particular how, I need an assistant. Toppy, are you free?
Instantly.
Welcome
Fred,
back.
Instantly.
I'd like you to help me in this how. How does the Queen's nose keep a secret? There's an envelope. Would you like to tell us what's inside?
The Queen's nose. What's it have? Sheet of paper.
Correct.
Pen
Correct.
and... Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
Well done so far.
I've got it. It's Queen's nose. It's like a brass rubbing thing.
Is it? How does the Queen's nose keep a secret?
Well, all you got to do to
Yeah.
reveal a secret, you got to rub over the brass nose. Oh, here you go. Yeah. There's a message in here. There's a message. Yeah. On. The message says, no more smelly socks. Thank you very much indeed. There's your message. There's your secret. Thank you, Fred.
Yes, but how does the Queen's nose come into it?
Smelly socks. Nose, you know. No more.
No, give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you, Toppy. Would you like to try?
Of course, I know exactly what to do
Do you?
here.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, what you do, you see, is you measure from the N to the E, which is 4.38 inches. Take the calculator, 4.38 multiplied by the cubed root of the 79th square, and then make a reciprocal of that, multiplied by the tangent of the angle, and you get the answer is, well, more or less 23, really.
Years in a university. The Queen's nose.
She's 23.
Take the coin. You'll see some marks on top of some of those letters. Do you see them?
I do, yes.
Coin up against the left-hand side of the mark. Queen's nose pointing downwards.
Yes.
Right, read out the letters that are marked.
N, O, S, E, Y.
The Queen's nose led you to that. What does it spell?
No, nosy.
Exactly. That's how the Queen's nose keeps a secret. It's not easy being me. If you'd like to know about this particular how and how to do it and all the hows in the series, why not send off for the free How Fact book? Send to this address. How to, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. How to, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL.
How strong is a toilet roll?
I could crush one of those in my right hand.
Could you? Yes, well, of course, I'm not talking about the tissue. I'm talking about this magnificent cylindrical structure, which I have been studying for quite some time now. Of course, if you put it in the horizontal plane and apply pressure, then obviously it isn't strong
That's
at all,
what I
so
said,
we'll get
didn't
rid
I?
of that one. However, if you replace it with another magnificent cylindrical structure and press in the vertical plane, then you will find that it is exceptionally strong indeed. Of course, this is demonstrating the Vorderman principle of theoretical structures
4
and their
kilograms.
stresses, strains and strengths. And we have 4 kilograms of sugar, as you can see. I shall continue to add various
6.
bags. 6. Then we shall add some more, hopefully making it 8. 8. It's beginning to wobble a little. And 10
kilograms.
10.
Pretty good.
12.
kilograms. It's gonna go.
Magnificent.
It's gonna go.
I see.
Very good,
and that's
Carol.
crushed it. Obviously demonstrating that these are exceptionally worthwhile implements. In fact, they are so worthwhile that one can make various objects to wear. In particular, this rather interesting pair of shoes. You see, I have 6 toilet rolls attached to them thus. Now, if I continue over here, I can now demonstrate the Vorderman principle of ground matter concerning cylindrical objects. You see, box bridges have nothing on these things, and I've been working in the Vorderman Corporation research laboratories to develop this into what we have here, which is a profound honeycomb structure. Boys, the board, please.
The board coming, miss.
The board.
Hey, up, Fred.
OK, it's a board
The
meeting.
board, yes, could you lay that across the structure?
OK.
Yeah.
Yes.
About there.
And just stand to one side now. Now we shall say exactly how strong a toilet roll is. I shall place myself in the centre. One person. Fred, would you like to accompany me here?
Is this safe?
2, 3 persons. Could we have a little assistance, please?
It's going very well. It's going to
We
take all of
have
us.
4 and
5.
5. We have
6,
6 and 7.
8.
There's a big one coming.
Well played.
And that's how strong a toilet roll is, and that's
How for now.